Our second witness is John Woods, testifying on behalf of the American Council of Engineering Companies. Mr. Woods is the founder and principal of Woods Peacock Engineering Consultants, Inc., a service-disabled veteran-owned small business that provides structural engineering services in Alexandria, Virginia. Welcome, Mr. Woods. I look forward to your testimony.
Thank you. Chairman Walsh, Ranking Member Schrader, and members of the subcommittee, I appreciate the opportunity to testify before you today about the changes to small business size standards, particularly the unique considerations of AE services. I will also address factors that must be considered when SBA proposes changing the small business size standard by 400%. I represent the American Council of Engineering Companies, the voice of America's engineering industry, with almost 6,000 member firms employing more than 500,000 engineers and other professionals, responsible for $500 billion of private and public works annually. Over 70% of these 6,000 firms are small businesses with less than 30 employees. As ACEC members are working as we speak to better understand the rationale behind the SBA proposal, it has become very apparent that we need an extension of more than the present 2 months in the comment period identified by SBA. We must review their 16-month analysis to develop alternative approaches and consider the effects on future competition, QBS use, and current small firm finances and contracting opportunities. ACEC asks for your consideration and support of a September 30th, 2011 extension. We'd like to draw your attention to a number of key issues. First, the actual use of engineering firms of varying sizes is unknown. If the proposed rule is put into place using the demographics of ACEC membership, more than 90% of the nation's engineering industry, up from 70% from now, would be classified as small business. Data needs to be collected to better aggregate firms of various sizes doing responsible work based on many requirements, including licensure, regardless of contracting tier. A second key point, the size standard, ACEC policies of encouraging small firm participation in the Federal sector should reflect the fact that small firms are an integral part of teams submitting on Federal work and selected under QBS for their capabilities. The qualifications and responsibilities of each firm member are clearly delineated in the proposal they submit to the agency when competing for contracts. AE firms provide services in the varied technical disciplines of architecture, mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and other engineering. All states require professional licenses for the individuals performing this work as well as for their firm. Like my Commonwealth of Virginia, the majority ownership of the firm must be licensed in the Commonwealth. Firm size and capabilities are also controlled by the interest of professionals in their firm business model as by the opportunities available to them. Many firms remain specialized and small for decades by intent. Selection boards consider all capabilities of all team member firms like ours when ranking firms under the qualifications Brooke Act selection. The team selected is required to perform the work with the proposed team individuals under contract. The third key point, these responsible roles are not reflected in small business goal achievement by Federal agencies, and revenue data is not available to SBA for assessing government small business utilization when analyzing size standards. For engineering services, team formation and responsible roles go far beyond tracking prime contract awards with only census data. The size standard discussion is influenced by the impact of increased costs and pass-through revenues for small firms serving Federal clients. The SBA proposal also does not take into account small business size standards under other regulations such as labor, family leave, health insurance, defense contracting auditing, to name a few. A fourth key point, more effective small business utilization would be achieved through the development and retention of a contracting workforce that understands AE services and procurement rules. The insufficient number of contracting personnel, often without experience in procuring AE services or the industry, has created a basis for large contracts that require full service, large national firms to win and perform the work. Finally, the current small business program establishes subcontract goals for small businesses based on the percent of work subcontracted. A better approach would be to establish the business subcontracting goals based on a percentage of funded prime contract dollar value, which would keep the proposed roles and easily resolve usage if all roles were not used. The change would eliminate the absorption of functions by the prime contractor, resulting in no work for the tier small contractor. I thank the subcommittee for the privilege and opportunity to address the AE industries with the proposed size standards, and I welcome any questions.